Well, good morning, coming to y'all on a bright and sunny but cool and breezy West Tennessee. I guess it's today the last day of November. No, tomorrow's the last day of November. But yeah, got some things to get done today. Get these feeders fed first thing, and then go start doing some herd checks. But appreciate y'all watching. Thumbs up, please. Goes without being said. And anybody new, if you want to subscribe, that'd be even cooler. So let's get to it. So those boys are taken care of, feeding them. Actually planning to go get some corn later on today, so we'll start incorporating corn in their diet and transition them over to a primarily corn diet over the next week or two. But still got a little hay left, you see over there. But like I mentioned, cool this morning. Had some pretty nasty storms move through overnight that brought the cold front with it, or vice versa. Never know which one. Is it the cold front that brings the storms that bring the cold front? I don't know. I guess they just go hand in hand. But thankfully we avoided any real rough weather here. Really didn't get, I don't think, near as much rain as we thought we might. You go just a little further south of here, it looks like it did rain a bunch. I took the kids to school this morning. One reason we're getting a little later start, and yeah, you could tell, I mean, just 5-10 miles south of here even, it rained a bunch. More water ran over the road in a few spots. And looky there, our new little calf that Sadie kind of rudely introduced herself to. Looks like a heifer calf. Full disclosure, I already knew about that calf. First time I've laid eyes on it, because I have not gotten to check on this group the last 2 days. Monday was when we were loading cows for my dad and them, when the bull got me. And then yesterday I had a meeting during my lunch break, so I couldn't make it home. But yeah, Kaylin had found that little guy yesterday. So yeah, Sadie, yeah, kind of spooked him. We'll see if we can get our hands on him, get him tagged. I will go ahead and give you a Sadie update as well. I don't think I have done that since she had her surgery. Her surgery was a week ago today. Come here, Sades. You can see she is doing really remarkably well. And if you didn't pay close attention, hey baby, sit down. It'd be hard to even realize she had anything done, but when you look closely at her mouth, see that lower jaw, a lot shorter than it once was, with where the tumor was there in the front. They ended up having to go bilateral and moved, you know, the front or more rostral aspect of her mandible on both sides. But pretty crazy surgery. Very thankful we have a specialist in the area that can do it for us, because with that type of cancer, she should now be cured and she'll go on and live a normal life. Eating's a little bit more of a challenge for her right now, but she's learning. I would say here within another week or two, we'll probably be able to have her back just eating regular dry kibble dog food. She's got to learn how to pick it up. But anyway, we're gonna get these checked, and we'll see if we can get a tag in that calf's ear. Come on, buddy. Hold on now. Yeah, little heifer. Hold on. All right, you good to go now. All right, see a nice little heifer calf. And we got 2 more heifers yet to calve. It's right here being one of them, and we'll find the other one. I'll try to take a look at her bag. She's really not making one yet, but then the rest of them will all calve with our normal calving season starting kind of late February. But we didn't hurt that baby. It wasn't your baby to begin with. So yeah, got that task done. Need to log that birth out in our records. And 2, if I can get these cows to follow me, I'd like to go ahead and move them out of this pasture. There's still some grazing in here, but it's it's getting short. There's no sense in grazing it down to just nothing. The mom and the new baby still over there across Hurricane Creek, but everybody else came when we called and gone into the next pasture. That's fine. I fully expected they would maybe not be too eager to cross the creek just yet. That's fine. We'll just leave the gate open, or whenever they do come, they can join the rest of them. We'll check back on them again this afternoon. Most of the cows down here on this farm, right up here at the road, all kind of laying down. It's kind of a breezy morning. I don't know if that's just got them wanting to lounge around more than normal, but we'll pull on down there to the feed bunks and give them a little feed and get a head count. Come on, ladies, let's eat. Would say it's the dinner bell, but I guess that's kind of a brunch bell. It's 9:30. I don't know. Y'all tell me, what time does it officially turn from breakfast to brunch? I'm traditionally eat breakfast first thing in the morning kind of guy. My wife likes to cook breakfast, well, about this time of day, and I always argue with her, that's not breakfast, that's brunch. But I don't know, kind of a little side note or tangent there. In my opinion, you gotta eat breakfast before you get out and get to doing things. If you get out, do chores, then come back home to eat, that's more like brunch. Straggler up there, we got one over there in the other pasture, can't get in here. But it's everybody accounted for. One more thing checked off the to-do list. Now we need to head into town. So I made a quick trip into town. Feed store, picked up some range cubes. I'm gonna split them with my dad and my uncle. We'll unload 20 bags here and then take 20 bags home. Just a little easier for us to feed these out in the pasture to like those calves we've got at home. I don't have feed bunks readily available than it is the bulk feed we get delivered, but we'll get that unloaded. We'll probably go ahead and feed these cows a bag here because like we were doing those last couple of videos, getting theirs rounded up and selling some. They're probably going to sell a few more next week if we can keep getting a few more caught. But anyway, let's get to work. Got them a little fed, and yeah, our goal is, because we trapped a bunch last Sunday and shipped them on Monday, kind of do the same again this weekend and ship some more to town next week. But not too surprisingly, most of the calves, you know, obviously all the ones that we caught last weekend are gone, and so I don't see any. I mean, this is all just cows, and mostly good cows that they want to keep. So yeah, we're getting down to just the harder ones to catch now, and so you know, like if we were to be today that we were trying to catch, but wouldn't even be worth shutting the gate because none of our targets are even in there. So anyway, we'll keep feeding them here these next few days, see if we can get maybe a few more of them calves that haven't been coming in to feed, slowly confident enough to start coming in. But I don't know, we'll see. Went and got our corn, made it home. Got a pretty good load. You see, she could have held a little more, but not much. I think we figured we probably got about 270 bushel or so on there. But gonna get it unhooked. I'm actually gonna run and grab a bite of lunch, and we're gonna get the tractor, and we'll use the tractor to get it back under the barn, because a whole lot easier to back that thing up with the tractor than it is with the truck. All right, so we're gonna see if the old 40-30 will crank. We'll use it to back that buggy down here. It's a good opportunity to need to start the tractor from time to time. But looks like it's a little cool today. I think the high is about 45, which we should be about there right now. It's about 1 o'clock. We'll see if she wants to start. So because of my kind of makeshift, you know, setup and pins, I don't only have to get it backed under the barn, I'm gonna have to back it all the way from there through this little narrow opening and down into there. So we'll film this because it might get kind of interesting. It's a good thing about editing though. I can edit it to make it look like I nailed it, even if I, you know, nearly jackknife it a time or two. I'm gonna reposition the camera, but getting it back up that far actually went so far so good, a little better. Had to stop and pull forward a time or two, but yeah, backing with the tractor is definitely easier than doing it with the truck. Well, took just a few more attempts than I would have liked, but we've got it under the shed. It's a pain in the butt that I kind of had to put it over here, but the tractor won't fit underneath here. As you can see, it won't quite clear. Tractor park over here, and we got enough corn on there. I figure it's probably 2.5 to 3 months worth of corn. I don't want the tractor to sit outside all of December, January, and February before we move that again. So, woo, pain in the butt. It's not a perfect setup. Once we get some hay fed out of the barn up here, we can park the tractor up there and I can park over here. But it's in there now, ready to start feeding some corn. We may work on this setup just a little bit. That spout, of course, coming out of the grain cart or gravity wagon, much wider than a bucket. But use one of these old feed tubs or protein tubs to catch it. So it's just kind of awkward. We're gonna have to figure this system out over these next few days to few weeks. I let out just enough to make a perfect bucket. Don't like this because that's just going to be more apt to attract varmints, aka raccoons. But Sadie is running off over the hill over there. She's probably being just a little more active than she needs to be this soon after her surgery, so being a bad pet owner. But anyway, there's our corn. We're gonna do like probably a 3-to-1 or mixed feed, you know, that we get delivered, 3 to 1 of corn for like the next week, and then kind of go to you know, 1-to-1, and then, you know, flip that ratio, and then ultimately they'll just be eating corn, tenderloin pellets, and a little bit of soybean meal. Got to bag these range cubes, go out here and then give those calves on pasture, because that was the whole reason we bought those, and see if we can get them moved on into the next pasture, which was ultimately our goal for the day. They're out here, but as you can see, not a lot of grazing, so we're going to move them on up into the next pasture. Probably got a week or two of grazing out there before, probably, if we make it to mid-December before feeding them hay, that's about what I'm expecting. I need to see where that new mom and baby are and see if they moved across the creek. If not, that's okay, but I'd love to move them with everybody else. Well, there's our new mom right there. She won't look at us, but that is 369. You have to take my word for it. So I don't know where she's got the baby laid up somewhere. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and open this gate, but leave it open, that way she can come back and get her baby at whatever point, and move her on through with her. But we'll go ahead and give everybody else a chance to move on into this next one and get a little bite of range cubes. Well, the GoPro died, which, yeah, that's what happens when you leave it filming, when you try for 20 minutes or so to back the gravity wagon under the barn unsuccessfully. But yeah, move them, they're coming on all in here. Oh, somebody looking for a ride. We got some range cubes put out. This crew, I don't know that I've ever really fed them range cubes, so they got to kind of learn it, but it looks like it's not taking them too long. But just a way, if we're giving them, you know, a 50-pound sack of those every day, it'll just help just drag out our grazing season just a little longer. Just a, you know, put off feeding hay just for a few more days, possibly, being sure they're getting, you know, all the calories they need. But I'm rambling, which usually means we're getting near the end of the video. That's when I like to ramble. I don't know, maybe I ramble all the time. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Got a lot of stuff going on. Got a lot of stuff done today. Getting that corn moved home was a big deal. We needed to get that, so we go ahead and actually put those steers on corn diet. Got that new baby calf tagged. Got a bunch more things kind of on the to-do list. Need to preg check a few, pretty much the ones that checked open back in the fall. I guess early fall, late summer, whenever it was. You know, because they were exposed to the bull a couple more times after we tested them. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all remember, eat beef and God bless.